Hi guys. So this time I will be speaking about building a social media implementation plan. I've been thinking about building a plan or building my own vlog, as I mentioned in the first task. And when that task came up, I started thinking about what kind of vlog it could be so that I would build a social media implementation plan for the vlog that I would start using more and more. This vlog would be more hobby related task. It's related to my work also, but I would mention that it's more like a hobby for me. Some background for the vlog and why I chose what I will choose to do with my vlog. I decided that the vlog would be some sort of self-help vlog for students. Some background for this is that I've read lots of different kinds of self-help books or any kind of non-fiction books which have in some way taught me something new, and it all has came to this point that I have learned something from each book I've read. And now, because of all the books that I have read, I have found my passion and I'm doing the work I love at the moment. When we go back from here, it was the year 2013. I was studying at the same time. I didn't have any clue what to do in the working life after studies. And but when I started doing my thesis in 2014, and I chose a topic which really interested me, that changed it all. I read lots and lots of books, and I read one book from this guy called Frank Martela, where the topic was how to find your inner motivation. And I actually realized by then that I could do work which I actually wanted to do. For example, if I'm interested in football, I could be a football player, but I was not interested in football. But I became interested in helping students or any people who are suffering from the same thing as I was suffering in 2013, which was how to find out your purpose, how to find out your motivation on what to do. So, as I mentioned, I started reading more and more and more. And from 2014 to 2020, I kept reading. So I decided that since I've been working in a university now for 3 years, I decided that it would be time to give something back. And as I have lots of different kinds of books in my book library, I could do some sort of a blog which like where I will describe all my learnings from those books that I have read and share my learnings with students who were suffering with the same thing as I was, like how to find the motivation to study, how to find out the motivation in life, on what to do after graduating. So let's start from there. So I chose that my social media tools and my social media channels would be these two. At first, I thought that I could, since I've already started with these tasks, I started vlogging in some sort of way. I will continue adding videos in here. I will continue adding some sort of learnings from those books that I've read in somehow. And I think YouTube could be a good page for videos that are longer than 1 minute, but not too long, not like podcast long, like 30 minutes or 1 hour. And the other channel that I chose for myself would be Instagram. And unfortunately, I cannot join here for some reason, but Instagram would be the other one. And Instagram would be a channel for me where the videos, all the videos where I tell about my learnings from the books that I've read. I could add like 15-second stories or pictures that I use and share it to all of my followers in that channel. Why I only chose 2 social media channels or tools for me is that I one time participated in a workshop which was held by this company called Videotoimisto Ikimedia. And they have this co-founder called Thomas Halloran, who taught us about this guy over here. He taught us about social media, and he discussed with us that how many social media channels should each of us use. And he asked first a question that like how many exactly, it was like how many would you choose, and like discussed about several different channels, explained them to us, but in the end he said that only choose one main channel for you. Possibly you can take even 2. So I decided that since like he had a good talk in that workshop, I decided that my main channel would be Instagram. I could add, for example, each day one story update where there would be, for example, one picture, one note, one quote of text that I found interesting, or I could read aloud one text that I found interesting and ask for people's opinions on that. And I could direct all my followers, if they find my updates interesting, I could follow them or direct them to YouTube, where I would have a channel for longer videos, as I mentioned before. I think if I would want to do any longer videos or any like more professional stuff, Instagram, of course, you can add videos in there too, but I consider that YouTube is much a better place for longer videos. And I think if I want to do like 10-minute videos, I cannot add that to Instagram. I didn't find that point actually. But yeah, those 2 would be my channels which I would use. And how to use YouTube. Since I would add something to Instagram each day, I think YouTube could be that I will add 1 video per week to YouTube to so that there wouldn't be that much stuff coming up. The library wouldn't go full immediately, and there would be some sort of like I could also keep my possible followers waiting for new stuff to arrive. There were some stuff that I wanted to remember or remind myself when starting to use these 2 channels, and they were related to privacy and security issues. And since I would be using Instagram a lot, I wrote down for me that always when I'm using someone's theory or books, I would mention their name, because I need to, I could check like each time when I'm using someone's page from a book, I could show the book page where I got it, and tell that who's the author and so on. And in Instagram, it's quite easy. For example, as this book, this is only a task book from Michelle Obama, but still, whoever the author is, I think most of the authors are in Instagram already. So when I find a good quote or anything, any good text that I think that can be seen, I will direct my follower the user or the author that I'm describing in my update. And I will make all the updates, Instagram and YouTube updates, from outside work, and mention that the updates are not related to my work. It's only a hobby for me. And I chose that this could be an interesting social media task to use and try to implement, because this is something that I have been thinking about for many years now. And from my experiences when I was studying in University of Applied Sciences, and now when I'm working in there, or well, of course I'm studying at the same time, I've noticed that there's so many people suffering from the same issues that I am, like where to find the motivation, like how to make sure that this is the thing that I'm supposed to do. Those are the people who I would help the most. I would help them if they have like essays to write or schoolwork to write, all those updates that I find from different books, all those tasks or exercises that I would give to them would help the students who were suffering from the same issue that I was in 2013. So in the end, it would help all the students to figure out what to do after graduating and what to do with their lives. And I think like when in the first task given in this course, I mentioned that how social media should be used more for social behavior instead of just speaking with one note towards the listeners. I could also remind myself here, like whenever I find a good task or a good exercise or just a good quote, I would remember to also to say to my followers, like, what do you think about this? Or if there's an interesting exercise, that do this and describe in the comment section, like, how did you feel, and connect with peers who are also commenting on my page, even if it's on Instagram or YouTube. So then after like the updates, like when I have gotten more followers, people could actually build a network of students who are like teaching each other through these exercises that I give them through social media. So that would be something cool. Yeah. But if you watched this, thank you for that. I've mentioned in the first video already that I'm very keen to feedback. So if you want to give me some feedback, feel free, and let's talk more, because I think nothing good comes up if there's not any feedback given. Give me some feedback and let's talk more.